All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're tackling a modern ritual that, let's be honest, affects almost every single one of us. We're calling it the midnight glow. And we're looking at how blue light just fundamentally disrupts our sleep biology. I mean, we all know that exact feeling, right? It's super late, the house is completely pitch black, you're finally settling into bed, and then boom, your phone lights up. It is such a universal habit. But today, we're going to break down exactly how these devices are actually impacting our biology at night. We'll dive right into the hidden mechanics of blue light, melatonin, and the cascading effects of this super common nighttime routine. So if you want to understand the true cost of your screen time in the dark, you are definitely in the perfect place.
Now, you might be wondering, why does just one single scroll ruin tomorrow? Because come on, we've all been there. You tell yourself, oh, I'm just going to check my messages real quick, or I'll literally just look at one more post before I close my eyes. It's this deeply tempting habit, right? Just reaching for that screen. But here's the thing. The danger isn't necessarily falling down some 3-hour internet rabbit hole. The true danger is actually in the absolute minimum exposure. Why does one single fleeting scroll have the power to just completely dismantle your entire next day? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack right now.
So the crucial point is that threshold, 1. It literally takes a single, isolated, late-night scroll to trigger a complete biological downfall. And the phrasing here is incredibly deliberate. That is absolutely all it takes. By establishing a threshold that is just shockingly low, we realize that the danger isn't just in, prolonged binge reading. No, the danger actually lies in the simple, momentary act of exposing your eyes to a screen inside a pitch-black room.
Which brings us to the core mechanism behind all this, the midnight glow. And listen, this isn't just some poetic phrase we threw together. It's the intense exposure to blue light during your nighttime device usage that actually acts as a primary weapon against your rest. This glow immediately triggers two massive biological disruptions. First, it suppresses melatonin, and second, it causes severe sleep disruption. Melatonin is basically the absolute key to unlocking your body's natural sleep cycle, and this sudden burst of artificial light, it just shuts it right down. That right there is the biological reality behind that single scroll we just talked about.
Okay, let's dive into this domino effect, because it is essentially a rapid, 4-step biological cascade. Step 1, the behavioral trigger. That's your one late-night scroll. Step 2, the environmental change. That's the sudden, immediate blue light exposure hitting your eyes. Step 3 is the biological pivot, where it violently suppresses your melatonin production. And finally, Step 4, the unavoidable external consequence. It ruins your next day. Notice how linear and, definitive this whole thing is. Once you initiate Step 1, you're pretty much locking yourself into Steps 2, 3, and 4. It's a direct chain reaction, going straight from your fingers on the screen to a totally ruined tomorrow.
And the reality of this biological disruption really leaves absolutely zero room for error. The text explicitly says it suppresses melatonin and ruins your next day. There's no sugarcoating going on here. It's not a might ruin or a could potentially make you a little tired. No way. The internal disruption, actually halting your sleep hormone, is a guaranteed physiological trigger for a totally disastrous external result. The consequence is just total. It's actually a fantastic reminder of just how devastating the physiological impact of immediate blue light exposure really is for us.
And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer asymmetry of the whole situation. Think about it. On one side, we have this seemingly harmless action, just one late-night scroll. It takes mere seconds, right? It feels completely, totally insignificant. But then, on the other side, we have this massive consequence, the total loss of tomorrow's productivity, your mood, your energy, the whole shebang. We're really forced to confront this dramatic juxtaposition here. We are essentially trading hours of potential vitality tomorrow for just a fleeting moment of blue light exposure tonight. The punishment absolutely does not fit the crime, yet it's the exact biological reality we keep imposing on ourselves.
Which really leaves us with one incredibly provocative question. Is the midnight glow actually worth tomorrow's ruin? Because the biological cost is steep, and that domino effect, going from a single scroll to suppress melatonin, is incredibly real. So the very next time you're sitting in the dark and you feel that urge to reach for your screen, just try to remember the cascade we covered today. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep asking great questions, and I will absolutely see you next time.